Hey, what's going on, guys? I am Rob Richards. You're joining me on top of a rooftop with the gorgeous downtown LA skyline behind me. I also have an incredible guest with me. This is Chris McCarthy, owner of Jump Rope Fit, world champion jump roper himself, and developed an incredible HIIT training method with his jump rope that has transformed literally thousands of people's bodies around the world. And today, he's joining me within our video. Chris, pleasure to have you here.
Happy to be here.
Today's workout is all about maximizing fat loss and improving muscular strength. So I'm gonna hand it over to you. Tell us how we're gonna incorporate all of that with some jump rope and dumbbells today.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna end up doing 2 rounds today, and we're gonna do 5 minutes of jump rope, and then we're gonna go into those dumbbell exercises, and you're gonna guide me through those, right, Rob?
Yeah, I'm gonna be jump roping first.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna be looking to your input, your expert skill to be able to take me from just a intermediate jump roper, take it up a little bit more and show me how to mix it up from the boring treadmill sessions. We typically spend like an hour on a cardio bike or a treadmill. Boring, we become disengaged with it, and is it really beneficial? Ultimately not. So I'm interested to really mix it up with something like this. Then we're gonna have you perform the dumbbells whilst I see if I can elevate the technique just a little bit more, so we threw out some more tips and variations for all of you guys to watch.
Yeah, so basically I'm the jump rope expert, so I'm gonna be walking through the movements with him as he's going to be doing the jump rope portions, and then you, as the strength training and dumbbell expert, you're gonna be guiding me through those movements.
Let's get it, guys.
All right.
Before we start, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, notifications on, and when you're ready, let's start that timer.
Let's get moving. We're gonna start off with 5 minutes of jump rope. We're gonna start off with 1 minute jump rope in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it moving, Rob. All right, we are gonna start with just a 1 minute of basic jump rope here. So that's 2 feet together. Now you notice, Rob is rotating that rope just with those wrists there. He's keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed. We've got 1 minute here, and then we're gonna change it up a little bit. We might intensify the workout a little bit more, and we're gonna intensify it a little bit in that second minute. So we're about 30 seconds in here. We've got about 30 seconds more to go in this first minute. How you feeling, Rob? Getting into it, huh?
So far, so good. It's about just finding that rhythm.
Yeah.
You feel it in the calves. I mean, boy, I'm used to training weights. This is a different energy system. I feel it in my calves. But so far, so good.
All right, it keeps that heart rate up the entire time, and then we're obviously gonna transition into those dumbbell movements by getting that heart rate up a few more seconds here, and then what I'm gonna have Rob do is go into a little bit of a run-in-place movement. So it's gonna intensify the jump rope just a little bit for that second minute of that jump rope. So we're gonna get ready here, and we're gonna switch it off to a run-in-place move in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna intensify the workout here. Now, you can start to spin that a little bit more, a little bit faster if you want there, Rob. There we go, always maintaining proper form there, keeping those shoulders down and relaxed. Now, if you end up kind of skipping a little bit and messing up a little bit like Rob just did, not a problem at all. All you have to do is just get back into that, maintain focus, and keep that rope going. You're doing great, Rob, just keep it going. Now, if you're beginning, just stick to that basic 2-foot jump, and then you could always up the ante a little bit more, transition, get a little bit more movement in there, and intensify the workout even more. So we've got about another 25 seconds here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up my jump rope, and I'm gonna intensify this workout for our more advanced jumpers out there. So keep going here. We got about 15 more seconds here. So I'm gonna get my jump rope here. I've got it all staged and ready to go here, and we're gonna finish off another 3 minutes of jump rope here. And I'm gonna show you where you can really get moving with this jump rope and intensify that workout. In 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, I'm joining you over here, Rob, while you take a little bit of a break. Now, what we're doing is I'm starting off here with a few little heel taps here. So I'm kicking my feet forward. I'm just gently tapping my heels on the ground there, you'll see. And we're doing 5 minutes of jump rope here. And I know that's a lot, but what you can do is you can progress up to that. So start this workout with 1 minute, 2 minutes, then up to 3 minutes until you eventually get up to 5 minutes of jump rope. Now, I'm not asking you to do 5 minutes straight of one type of movement. You're gonna see that I'm gonna transition. I'm gonna move my workouts. I'm gonna do some crossovers in here to relax those shoulders. I'm also gonna change it off from your basic 2-foot jump. Like I said, I'm gonna do those heel taps. That relieves a lot of the pressure on the calves. You can switch into a boxer step and go side to side here. But as you're progressing through this workout, you can really start to intensify it, even by stepping in some run in place, start speeding up that rope, but always maintaining proper form here, guys. So, like I've said, we're rotating that rope just with those wrists. We're keeping those shoulders down and relaxed. We're keeping those elbows in close to our sides. We are keeping a slight bend in those knees. We're jumping on the balls of our feet. And as you're jumping, you're bounding up and down. We're not kicking our legs back. We're not bringing those knees up too high. We're just keeping that rope going in a nice rotation around your body. We got about 30 seconds more here. I'm gonna change it up, intensify it even more. Might even throw in some double unders here. Towards the end of this round, we got 5 minutes of jump rope. Oh, look at Rob over there. He's doing some alternates. He's doing some 1 foot jumps. That's what you can do to relieve the.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah. You like the left foot.
Pressure off.
Left foot starts to feel a little bit, so you can switch it off. Here you go, guys. Like I said, if you mess up, just keep on going, switch it off. All right, I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit here, guys. We're going into another minute. So I'm gonna step into some double unders. Doing some double unders here. That's 2 rotations of that rope for every single jump. Switch it back down here. Go into some crossover movements. Back into that heel tap. Let's do that for a few seconds here.
How are we doing on time, Chris? 30,
how we doing on time? We got about 30 seconds here to go.
I'll stay with you.
In this minute, but we still got 1 more minute to go after that.
Ooh.
So, I know. But as I mentioned before, guys, if you cannot do 5 minutes, that's fine. Start basic, start easy, start slow. Work your way up to that 5 minutes. Okay, guys, we are coming up on our final 1 minute of jump rope here. Remember, relax those shoulders, keep those shoulders down, and remember to breathe always. We're going into those dumbbell movements here in less than 1 minute. All right, we're gonna pick it up a little bit here, guys. This is our final minute here before those dumbbell movements. All right, Rob, we got 30 seconds left to go here at the jump rope. 30 seconds, that's it. Here we go, let's pick it up. I'm gonna bring up those knees a little bit, run in place. Come on, pick it up, guys. We can get this last 30 seconds, come on. Finish strong, come on. 5 seconds, you got it, come on. 3, 2, 1, and time, ropes down. Whew, whew. All right, we got that over with here. Let's take a quick little breather here. Rob, what do we got in store for me?
Wow, just catch my breath back on that. 5 minutes, that's no joke.
It is no joke at all, but that's like I said, progress up to that. Don't hit the workout with 5 minutes straight if you've never done this before.
No, keeping it simple.
Simple and steady.
Key.
Simple and steady.
You start to build up that endurance, start to get a little bit more kind of sure of yourself, start to do something a little bit more fancy. I like it. Well, let's turn our attention over to the weights now. We're gonna get started right into the first one. We've got 2 pairs of dumbbells here. The reason for that is when doing jump rope, like Chris or myself, we all have our different abilities. And so when it comes to the weights, I got 5 exercises for you. We're gonna mix these up based on how you feel. I like to start with the lighter weight sometimes and build up, but with something like this, endurance based, maybe start with the heavier one. And if your energy starts to come down, you don't quite have the same get up and go, you can use the slightly lighter weight on the second round. So, Chris, I'll let you choose the first weight. The first one's gonna be a burpee deadlift. So we have that deadlift motion, and then when you drop the dumbbells back down, you're gonna kick the legs out into a plank position.
Absolutely, I'm gonna start with the 20.
40 seconds, good call, I would too. I'm gonna give you a 5-second countdown.
Okay.
We're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got 40 seconds followed by 20 seconds of work. Great, my main teaching points on here, which Chris is exemplifying from the get-go, is stand nice and tall with those weights. He's up, his chest is up, his shoulders are back, standing nice and proud. I call it finishing that movement off. We also don't need to go too quickly with these. It's not a race. It's not about getting as many reps as you can. It's about truly working the muscle throughout this movement for the duration of that time. And remember, we have 20 seconds of rest and recovery.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that part.
Yeah, we got about just under 10 seconds left now, so about 3 more reps in. And again, I don't tend to count the repetitions with movements like this. I just keep a clock watch on, Keep check. Let's do one more. We'll finish strong there. Fantastic. Let's go breather there. You know, we've got legs next, so just kind of roll the shoulders around.
Okay.
A lot of the lactic acid, the byproduct of the effort, the work being done, that's when we feel kind of sore and you feel that lactic acid build up, especially in the legs. Just kind of shake it off, make sure we stay hydrated. We've both got fluids out there. Some amino fast or water. Time goes by quick. It
does. What do we got now?
My breath. Next up, we got some lunges up. So we're gonna keep these nice and simple.
Sticking with the 20s
lunges.
again.
Let's do 1 step forwards, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. That's great. The key to these is really not to overextend. And what I mean by that is, as you can see Chris is doing here, perfect form by the way. As he steps forwards into that lunge, his knee is completely over his back foot. It's not extended over the toe. That gives him a great foundation to then lower the hips down and push back up. And also with alternating left and right, you also get into a nice rhythm without putting all of that effort just on one leg. So when it comes to alternating sides, I often like to do one arm or one leg at a time and then switch it immediately over. Keep it nice and balanced. Got about 4 seconds left, so let's do one lunge on each one. We'll come back to that 20-second rest here. How are the legs feeling after?
Oh, they are burning, especially those hamstrings. Yeah.
The thing I love about weight training is we kind of use the energy in that muscle, stored energy, and we deplete that. And then we move to a different muscle. So this sort of HIIT workout combined with exhausting the muscular energy system from the entire body is a great way to force the body to have to use more energy. And where does it get that from? It gets from our stored body fat. So these long workouts, they're still intense, but because they're not all out power like we might do with heavy weights, it's a great way to utilize our body fat for fuel. Let's go down, push press, pick up the weights.
Okay.
Shoulders on this one. So what I mean by push press is you'll see Chris keep his knees soft, gives him a little bit more of a push as he lowers the knees down and drives it up, as well as cushioning it as the weights come back down. So it's a nice smooth and controlled fluid type of motion. You see full extension there, really gets to engage, squeeze those deltoids, big finger-like muscles around the shoulders. Lower them down just to shoulder height here. No need to swing the weights down, keeping them in line, that perfect vertical axis as he's driving them up. Abdominals are pulled in tight, no doubt. Perfect form.
Oh yeah, shoulders are burning now.
Got about 10 seconds coming up now.
Definitely glad I picked those 20s.
Well, we got the 30s there for the next round. All right, let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A well-deserved 20 seconds because our fourth exercise coming up is a push-up and Renegade Row. Okay. Which is in that push-up form. You're gonna push up and then Renegade Row each. A lot of balance, coordination, and core activation there.
Staying in that plank the whole time, huh?
Exactly. What I like to think about this is imagine a piece of string from your belly button being pulled through the lower back, or bracing for that punch. If someone's gonna punch you, what do? You brace your gut. It's that same activation that I want you to hold on to for the duration of this exercise. Speaking of which, I think it's time. Let's jump down.
Here we go.
Push up and Renegade Row. We're almost at the end of round 1.
What do I want to keep a wide stance here?
You know, exactly, because as you drive that dumbbell up, you want to be stable in the hips. You want to have a nice square hip. If you're rotating the hips too much, try extending your feet a little wider apart to give yourself a better foundation. Great, so we're alternating the left and right arm, finishing it off with that push-up, working the chest here, but also isolating parts of the back as we row up, leading with the elbows. Notice he's keeping it close to his torso. It's exactly how it should be. You're doing great, Chris. How's that feeling? Feeling the burn?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, we've got about 2 more reps on each. That'll see us through. And we've got 1 more left. We're back on the jump rope. Final 1 on each one. Abs nice and tight. The back is straight as well. Minimal rotation. Awesome job.
All right.
We have 1 exercise left. Give you about 20 seconds rest.
Sounds good.
See, we've got a towel down here.
Yeah.
That is because our 5th and final movement, finishing off round 1, is going to be a floor press. So essentially doing a press on the floor. Now the reason for this gives us great stability. We're not having to stabilize ourselves like we might on a bench. So all of that activation, that work done, is in the pectorals here. What I like to do is keep the arms at about a 90-degree bend. As the elbows touch down on the floor, that gives you that pointer just to pop them back up again. Chris's form is really good. Obviously, clearly he's been doing weight training before in some shape and form. That shows, and that transpires really well over to these sort of high intensity, quick movements here. So elbows are down, extending the arms to full length, but not overextending them. The focus here is to really contract and engage and to isolate the pecs, big muscles in our chest. Gives us a really great shape and form, as well as play into a lot of sports or just general activities that we might do. Give you a final 10 seconds, Chris. Then we got to rest and I'm back on the ropes. 5, 4, great breathing. 2, one more rep. We'll add one more to the next one. I'm sure Chris is ready on the rope. 20 seconds just to cool down. Blood is circulating, and in doing so, our heart is beating, it's forcing our blood around, and that's delivering nutrients, oxygen, and fuel to all of our working muscles. So you want to get to that point where your heart is beating, you're breathing, and you're staying hydrated as well. So I'm gonna quickly grab over here.
Sounds
good. I'm up next on the ropes.
Yeah, you are up next on that jump rope.
What have we got?
We've got, once again, another 5 minutes of jump rope, and we're gonna start off with Rob over there. He's gonna start off with those first 2 minutes. He's gonna start off with that basic jump again, and then if he feels like it, he can intensify for that second minute, and then once again, I'm gonna jump in, and I'm gonna show more of our immediate or intermediate or our advanced movements, and then I'm gonna go ahead and finish that off. So, Rob, here we go. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, let's begin. All right, guys, so as I've mentioned quite a few times before here, he is rotating that rope just with his wrist there. There's not a lot of excessive movement there in the elbow joint or in the shoulders. And speaking of the shoulders, he's keeping those shoulders down and relaxed. We don't want to be all tensed up over there, especially going into these dumbbell movements afterwards with those push presses. That really starts to burn up my shoulders on there. So if you're going from that jump rope and you're all tight in your shoulders, you're really going to feel it on there. So stay relaxed the entire time. Doing a great job, Rob. He's just sticking with the basic 2-foot jump here, and we're coming up on 1 minute here. We got about 20 seconds more, and then if Rob feels like it, he's going to intensify it a little bit, and then I'm going to jump in on minute number 3.
Yeah, it's a lot of work on the calves.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to develop calves, great calves, pick up a jump rope.
Great. It's an amazing calf workout. So we're finishing up this 1 minute here in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're hitting minute number 2 now. So whatever you feel like, Rob, if you want to intensify this workout, you can go ahead and do that. Look at him, he's going to a little bit of a boxer step here. You'll see he's kicking those feet forward. That's really alleviating a lot of the pressure on those calf muscles because you're alternating from that right to that left rather than just the up and down movement of both of the impact on those calves. So he's switching it up a little bit here, giving himself a little bit of rest. All right, Rob, you're doing great. We're coming in here. Last 30 seconds here, and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick up that jump rope and we're gonna move in a little bit faster here. You're doing great. Everybody, once I said before, make sure that you are progressing on this. You don't have to go 5 minutes straight into this. You can start off 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and work your way up to that 5 minutes because it is intense to do that. So here we go. We're finishing off that second movement here, or the second minute. I'm picking up my jump rope. I'm gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm getting warmed up here, guys. I'm gonna start off with just a little bit of a boxer step here. We got 3 more minutes to jump up here, and then we're going back to those dumbbell exercises. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling refreshed because I had a little bit of a break there while Rob was taking over the duties of the jump rope. And I'm gonna keep moving here. Once I get warmed up here, we're gonna have 2 more minutes of jump rope. I'm gonna go ahead and intensify it a little bit. I'm gonna go into a little bit of a run in place movement, and I might even throw in some double unders. If those shoulders are starting to feel fatigued, bring that rope down, cross it over. It really relaxes those shoulders quite a bit. We got 20 seconds left here in this minute, and then 2 minutes left to go. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, 2 minutes left to go. I'm gonna pick it up a little bit here. If you're feeling a little bit tired, just stick with that basic 2-foot jump. Or if you feel like you've done enough of the jump rope, you can move on to the next sequence of those dumbbells. So let's keep that jump rope going if you can. Shoulders down, rotating just with the wrists. This run in place, guys, you can really pick up some speed on this. Really bring that heart rate up, really burn that body fat. All right, guys, we're coming up on the last few seconds here of minute number 4. And then we're gonna go into our final 1 minute of jump rope. That is our final 1 minute of jump rope for this entire workout. So let's push it. 3, 2, 1. All right, final minute, guys. So I'm gonna throw in some double unders here. That's 2 rotations of that jump rope for every jump. Now you notice, when I'm doing these double unders, I'm bounding straight up and down, and I'm on the balls of my feet the entire time. I'm relaxed in the shoulders, keeping my focus straight ahead. I'm bounding straight up and down. There's no kick back of my feet. There's no bending of my knees. A few more seconds, 30 more seconds, guys. Come on, let's go. Break it down a little bit, and then finish off. Less than 15 seconds. Come on. Last 15 seconds of the jump rope portion of this workout. 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! All right. Man. Now, as I mentioned before, always stage that rope behind you. So what that means is I'm taking this jump rope and I'm setting it down in an arc behind me. So what happens when you're doing these jump rope workouts and you're alternating between a jump rope and dumbbells, this makes it super easy for you to finish that jump rope. You set it down, you walk up to your dumbbells, you finish your dumbbells exercises, you step right back in, you pick up the rope, and you are ready to go. I see a lot of people, they'll finish, and then they'll be like, well, I'm done with that. I'm just gonna throw it down. Then when you get back into this, you gotta pick it up, you gotta untangle it, you gotta move everything around here, and it takes a lot of time. So always stage that rope behind you.
It's a great tip.
Little tip for you there.
Love that, yeah, I'll take that on board.
I was taking the extra rest there, to be honest with you.
You know, I don't blame you. Me too. These workouts are designed to push you. They're pushing us. And it's like I said, if you're not feeling like you're working hard, you're probably not working hard enough. So let's jump right into the end of our round 2 with our weights. Chris has been a real champ. He's out there doing everything I should be doing and following through on here. So maybe we'll let you take a bit of a break, but we'll show a few variations.
Okay.
So on this one, burpee deadlift. Let's go straight into that. You can slow these down a bit, but we're still going to work as hard, getting that full length with the kickback. Look at the power being generated here. Kicking the legs back, a lot of quad activation. You're going to feel it in your glutes as well. Standing up, this requires effort to really erect yourself up, force that quad and glute contraction, really focus on squeezing them up at the top. This isn't just about how many reps you can do, this is about working your body as a whole, and that's exactly what Chris is doing here. Got about 8 seconds to go here, Chris. Get maybe 2 more full repetitions in there. Again, It's not about how many reps you can do. I would rather you do fewer reps with better execution. There it is. All right, 20 seconds of rest. It's all about breathing, isn't it?
Yes, it is, absolutely.
Deep breaths in through the nose. Fill the lungs with that air. It's all around us. Hold it. Slow your breath out. I find this is a great way to really control the flow of our breathing. Also to bring our heart rate back down a little bit. And mentally it gives us time to focus on the exercise ahead instead of thinking already about it. And we start to kind of get a little bit loose as we start to pick up that next exercise and maybe we're not fully recovered.
Yeah,
So,
I definitely feel like, that rest and then also just breathing through those exercises and movements makes me ready to go.
okay, speaking of which, let's jump right into it. Alternate lunges here. Now you see Chris is stepping forwards on these. If for any reason you feel this is too much pressure in the knees, you can also perform a step back, which I'll do in unison with Chris. So as he's stepping forwards, watch how I step my leg back. You see that? He's stepping forwards, I step a leg back, and in doing so, that puts a little less pressure on the front leg because your body is in a more kind of forward prone position. rather than leaning into it and putting pressure through that knee.
Is that gonna work more of the hamstrings or work a little bit different muscles?
I find it still works on the quad.
Okay.
The hamstring with the push off, maybe more so.
Okay.
You know, just give me the last 2 reps with that step back.
Okay.
Step back, push off. There's more projection from that back leg. Okay, that's our 20-second rest coming up now. So again, variations. Just because you see one person do an exercise doesn't mean it can't be performed to a different variation and still really feel the benefit from it. It's the great thing about these workouts. Jump rope, maybe more of a beginner, somewhat of an intermediate in terms of duration, but in terms of style, beginner like myself, I see what Chris is doing and I start to think, you know what, I can do that.
Absolutely.
And that's all it is, building up to that.
Practice up and build up to it.
Okay.
What are we looking at?
Push press, shoulders.
All right. Tell you what.
All right, let's go. Let's do
the 30s.
All
right.
I like the
this
challenge.
is the last round here. Let's do this up.
It is indeed. So
all right.
This is where the push section of the press really come into effect. Knees are soft. You see he's not bouncing on the knees. As the weights come down, they're just soft enough to cushion that weight coming back down. I don't know about you guys as well, but I can hear Chris's breathing. It's exactly right. Exhale on the effort. He's taking a breath in as he lowers the weight down under control, not allowing the weights to fall. And a big deep exhale as he pushes up. Got about 10 seconds left, Chris. We're almost there. We've got 2 final movements to go. We are at the end of this challenge. What a challenge it's been. Okay, give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's our 20 seconds of rest.
All right.
We got maybe 2 of the more challenging ones left for the end. We've got a push-up and Renegade Row. We've got a floor press as well. So take this time, collect your thoughts, focus on that breathing. Our goal is to try and get our heart rate to a more controlled level so that we can push it up and take it up to that level for our
I'm collecting my thoughts. I may be second guessing the 30s on those, but
yeah, well,
we're ready to go.
You stepped up. I'm proud of you for that.
All right.
We have push-up and Renegade. You know, let's go with the 20. This is about muscular endurance. Don't try and use the heaviest weight that you might be able to manage because as you've seen, especially with myself, performing these kind of exercises without rest, or at least in that duration, can really start to tell you a thing or two about your conditioning. There it is, alternating the left and the right arm. Push up. You know, feel free as well, if you want to slow things down, you can row one arm, push up, hold in that upright position, hold that plank to really keep the abs engaged, and then switch back to the opposite arm. I'll give you 10 seconds left on here, then you've got a 20-second rest. We got 1 more exercise left. You're killing this one, Chris. 4, 3, 2, 1. We are on to the final exercise, 20 seconds of rest. You know what, let's get the towel out. We're gonna set this up for a floor press. We are on to our final exercise and we are done.
Whew, all right, taking the most of this 20 seconds of rest here.
Yeah, let's make the most of it. We're gonna finish strong on this one.
It's all over after this.
That's it, we are done. So, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds. See that focus there, Chris? It's amazing. After everything we've done, being able to control that, drive the weights up, engage and squeeze. Okay, we're below. Final 10 seconds coming up now. Everything you got, this is it. We are done after this. 4, 3, 2, and 1.
You asked for that extra from last round.
There it is.
There it is.
Submitted. I like that. Chris, listen, that is no joke.
Thank you so much, Rob. That was amazing.
Guys, before we wrap this up, I also want to let you know, comment below in this video, which of these exercises, or just the challenge alone, were you able to complete it? Were you able to do 5 minutes like Chris here?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the weights, and then back on? And if so, do you get all of that done within our 20-minute time frame? For me, this was a challenge. I've got to step up my conditioning even more with that jump rope, but game, and I'm on that challenge.
Yeah, it's been a whole lot of fun here, guys, so make sure you like, comment, and share, just like Rob said, and let us know in that comment section what you liked about this workout and how you did.
Yeah, give this guy some love as well. Check out his channel, Jump Rope Fit. Follow him on social media. Tons of tips. I'm learning. You're never too old. You're never too long in the tooth to be able to learn something new and incorporate it into your workout. So once again, thank you for that. Guys, till next time, make sure you subscribe, notification bell on, keep training hard. We'll catch you back with some more gorgeous locations for our follow along workouts soon.
See you guys later.
Take care. If you liked today's video and you'd like to see more just like it, click the link here. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss our brand new videos every week. And don't forget to stock up on Blade. Just click the link here to take advantage of today's special offer.